iPhone 15 Pro Max versus S24 Ultra versus the Pixel 8 Pro speed test. Now I'm going to use the S24 to go ahead and time the boot up. We'll begin with the iPhone 15 Pro Max in 3, 2, go, and see which one can turn on the fastest. I think it's going to be the Pixel 8 Pro, as that's typically the phone that turns on the fastest out of all of these devices, but I'm going to try to stop this at the exact time. And you can see right around 15 seconds. I might have been 0.3 seconds off, but let's take it on to the bigger brother of the S24, the S24 Ultra in 3, 2, go, and see how long this takes to turn on. And I don't know, I think it's going to be a little longer than the iPhone. We'll have to see, but it might be quite similar. Usually, even in my speed test, it's only a hair different. We'll see how long it takes though. Nope, we're already longer than the iPhone, right around 19 seconds or so. So a little bit slower to turn on the Galaxy. Let's take a look at the Pixel 8 Pro. We're gonna see how long this one takes to go ahead and turn on in 3, 2, go, and see how fast this can do it. I think this one is gonna win it out. We'll go ahead and see. But usually it's the fastest to launch into the Android operating system of most phones that I have seen. And you'll see, yep, this was the fastest to boot up, only about a second faster than the iPhone, but still fastest. All right, so here we are with the general software. You can see iOS is, well, buttery smooth. And over here on the Samsung, they have really gotten much better over the past couple of years with just the overall level of smoothness. We are at 120 Hertz now. In addition to that, the One UI 6.1 made this even smoother. So overall, just an incredibly smooth platform. And combining this with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, Adreno 750, and the efficiency of those two combinations, it's a really smooth phone. Now Google, with its efficiencies, using their platform, their chip, they just, even though this doesn't have like the fastest chip on the market, it still finds a way to still be very smooth and has very good overall feel. So very snappy and smooth as well. Okay, so we have all applications lined up the same on all three devices. You can see everything closed out for all three devices, so totally fair there, all connected to the same Wi-Fi network. And let's head into calendar. You could see it's going to be hard for me to see it because I can't look at three at once, but I think it was the iPhone first, maybe the Samsung, but Pixel was definitely last. Let's go into the calculator in 3, 2, go. And that was pretty close. Let's go into clock in 3, 2, go. Looks like the Samsung had that, followed by the iPhone and then the Pixel. Let's go into some sub menus as well while we're in here. You could see alarms, stopwatches, so you could see everything just kind of opens similar. It's really nice though that every single one of these has a very different look. I really like that. Let's get up out of there. Animations are quite competitive on all platforms as well. Let's go into weather, 3, 2, go. And you can see it looked fastest on the iPhone, Samsung, Pixel. Again, these are the closer. This one has been behind in a couple so far. Let's go into the Play Store, App Store, 3, 2, go. And that one was the Pixel, I think Samsung and then Apple. I could be wrong. Let's go into the game section, 3, 2, go. That was the Samsung Pixel, maybe iPhone. This is very tough to look at. Let's go into that again, 3, 2, go. And you can see Samsung Pixel. Then we have the iPhone. We'll go into categories. Pixel and Samsung first over there. We'll go into things to do here. I missed that tap. Let's go back. I missed that tap on the Samsung. Let's go to, how about tickets and events? 3, 2, go. Samsung Pixel, iPhone. So once we get into some of these basic apps, it looks like the Android phones are doing better here. iPhone just shoved me up. There goes iPhone. I think it was this way across. You could see scrolling pretty good on all of them. I do feel like there's a little chop there on the Pixel. A little smoother on the iPhone and Samsung for that one. Let's go into the Instagram, and you can see pretty close overall. That was really tough to see. I think, yeah, they were within milliseconds of a difference on that one. Let's go into this OnePlus picture here. You could see, I think iPhone, Samsung, Google. I'm counting on you guys to call this one. This is really tough to see behind camera. Let's go into eBay. You could see Samsung, Pixel, I think iPhone, and we'll head over here into Amazon. 3, 2, go. Faster on that one was a Samsung, and then I think Pixel, iPhone. Let's go into Starbucks. 3, 2, go. You can see iPhone or Samsung, iPhone, and then Pixel. So it looks like they're trading here some applications overall. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. 3, 2, go. So who's gonna win it out here? Somebody has their volume on. It's the iPhone. The iPhone won this one easily. That one was a win for the iPhone for sure. These were really close. These were like almost the same on those two over there. Oh, we have this on auto rotate. Let's go into Subway Surfers. 3, 2, and go. iPhone, Samsung, and then the Pixel. So iPhone's still loading games first in 2024. Let's head up out of here. Let's go into the Dead Trigger 2 here in 3, 2, go. And these two in the lead. Samsung first, Apple, and then Pixel. I do think Samsung has the best heat management, the one that you can play the game the longest without any overheating or, throttling or anything like that. I do think Pixel is pretty good as well, but the iPhone's probably second in line. Let's go into Temple Run 2, but none of these are the best, absolute best gaming phones that will be reserved for specifically gaming phones. Samsung, Apple, Pixel. So Samsung looking like it's definitely one of the kings for sure. So let's head into Free Fire. 3, 2, go. And let's see. Samsung in the lead. Yes, Samsung with the win, followed by the Pixel. Now the iPhone might surpass the Pixel. Yes, the iPhone surpasses the Pixel. Pixel in last place overall. The Samsung with the win. Let's go into Hill Climb 2, 3, 2, go. And see which one can get here first. And it looks like we have a win to the Samsung, then the iPhone, and lastly, it looked like the Pixel, although the iPhone was on a different screen there. But overall, it was like this, and this. And that's what it seems like it's been most of this video. Let's go into 3D Mark. 3, 2, go. So Samsung, Apple, Pixel. Let's go into 3D Mark or Geekbench 6. 3, 2, go. Okay, this one was much slower on iPhone. They still haven't updated that app for quick launch speeds on 15 Pro Max. Let's go into speed test. You can see Apple, I think it was Pixel, and Samsung. Overall, throughout this entire test, I do feel like the Samsung has the snappiest animations. I feel like it was opening most of them fastest. The iPhone was quicker than the Samsung in certain areas, specifically some games. And the Pixel had a couple of launches quicker, but overall it seemed like it was the slowest of the three here in the app test. Let's get on to the RAM management. All right, so let's begin with the iPhone. And you could see very nice, buttery smooth animations. Very good here. This is one thing that always keeps the iPhone on top, and I feel like it's literally something Android manufacturers, I think the eBay Reloaded, it's one of the things I think Android manufacturers have been working on doing very well, specifically Samsung, Google, and some other brands, especially OnePlus, but there's still this level of consistency. I don't know if it's because of the Android operating system or whatever, but that it's still hard to match the iPhone and just like every day, like always being this smooth. Like some apps when you scroll on Android phones, they get a little choppy. Like I was scrolling on this S24 Ultra on like Twitter or something, and it just like I could see a little like chop on the scroll. So they might be getting the animations down, but now we got to fix the overall scrolling, so it's like a combination of smooth. The iPhone already has this down on lock. All right, so let's see how S24 Ultra does here. One of the best, I would say. Somebody told me to get rid of the gesture hint. I tried. I think they removed it here on One UI 6.1 for the S24 series because I don't see the ability to get rid of the gesture hint. Let me know if I'm missing something. You could see overall very good here. Samsung has come a long way. Let's go in the Play Store. Let's go over here, here, here. So I actually think this did better than the iPhone in terms of holding the applications. This is a true powerhouse beast right here, the S24 Ultra for multitasking, for sure. 12 gigs of RAM, all the capabilities. This is one of the best in the world. Okay, so it's Pixel time. 12 gigs of RAM, their own CPU. Animations look quite nice. They look a little, I don't know, they look a little choppier though, I think, than Samsung. I think Samsung has upped their animations to look a little better. Hold on. They kind of look snappy and smooth. Very good though. This is very good performance for the Pixel 8 Pro. Little chop when you start scrolling though. Let's go up out of here. To be fair, I want to check one more thing. Let's check the iPhone here really quickly, just to see when you go back in the app. See, like right there, was that a reload? Because sometimes when you scroll, like sometimes it's just a screenshot. You need to see if it's really open. Yeah, it did pretty good. So overall, I would say all three of these phones did very good in this RAM management test. I do feel like the Samsung was really good. The iPhone was the smoothest, and the Pixel was pretty decent as well, but the animation looked a little choppier to me for some reason in this test. Let me know your thoughts on what you thought about them overall. Okay, so here's the final Geekbench scores. You can see the Pixel is taking a while to finish. 6852 over here for the multi, 7271. A lot closer there in the single, or actually closer in the multi-core. Bigger gap on a single, but overall you've seen that this doesn't really dictate how the real world performance looks. This is the same with the Pixel. While it doesn't have the fastest performance, it does a lot of on-device AI, and it does it for cheaper than the really high-priced S24 Ultra. Although you can get the S24 Ultra cheaper with discounts, the Pixel comes in at a much lower benchmark, you can see, especially on the multi-core score. So for everyday usage, it's not too far off these two. But for that multi-core score, for gaming, heavier lifting, I feel like the Pixel is not the pick. It's more of the everyday phone for a smooth flagship camera experience with really good AI stuff. The Samsung over there, very great powerhouse, and then the Apple iPhone, just kind of sheer performance, but doesn't really take great advantage of that chip. Okay, so we're in with our final scores, and the Galaxy S24 Ultra with the absolute victory here. This phone has a 4453, a highest average frame rate of almost 27 FPS, and it scores better than 91% of devices. It also doesn't feel that warm. Let's go ahead and see how the iPhone feels. The iPhone, decent as well, doesn't feel overly toasty. 4111, 24 FPS, so only a hair behind the Samsung there, and scores better than 90% of devices. So neck and neck with the Samsung right there. The Pixel, yeah, in a distant third here at 2372 with an average frame rate of 14.20, but only scoring better than 53% of devices. So while the overall experience of the Pixel is a flagship one, it's not really a flagship performing beast chipset. It's more of an AI beast. So it does its own special stuff, but not top tier performance in the area of just straight up speed. So you got to really think about how much gaming you're doing and heavier lifting are you doing on your phone. So at the end of the day, I'd say pick the iPhone if you love iOS, you want a top tier beast performer. It's a really great phone. It's a very good time to be into tech or enjoy technology. They have amazing products now. Pick the S24 Ultra if you want a no compromise beast. This thing is like the biggest, this is like the biggest powerhouse standard phone on the market for just overall everything, camera, performance, you know, size, you got it all. The Pick the Pixel if you like a great value, you like a comfortable feel, you like a really great camera experience, like best photos out of all these probably, and you like AI stuff, you like on-device AI. This is going to be one of the best as well. So is the Samsung. But yeah, they all got their place and you can't go wrong with any of these. But from sheer power standpoint, I think the Samsung, it really does show itself. The iPhone does really well as well, but doesn't take too much advantage in the day-to-day. And the Pixel is just a really smart smartphone. So thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you want to see more triple speed test comparisons where we do 3-in-1, let me know down below. I'll catch you on the next one. Nick here. Be sure to be well, and peace.